Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Block 402 channel. I'm Steven, and today we are going on an adventure to Dallas, Texas. So we're going to be taking the Coronet to a new owner. This car was at a dealership, as you all may know, and I purchased it back in December, brought it home in January. The dealership had an auction last year, and all the cars and parts and engines and all that stuff were on the auction, and there was a guy bidding on this car and a 426 Hemi engine that was in the shop, and he won the Hemi engine, but this car got taken off of the auction, and along with some Road Runners and a few other cars. And so he had planned on buying this car and putting the Hemi in this to make a Hemi Super B. He's wanting to make a 70 Dodge Super B Hemi powered with a custom hood and all that. So anyway, he don't know what happened. They took the auction off. He didn't get it. I ended up buying the car, and he found out that I had it. He'd been talking to me ever since I had the car, and I decided I wanted to go a different way, do something different, and I gave him a chance at the car, and we made a deal. So we're going to be going to Dallas today. We're all hooked up. Just went over all the wiring. Just put some new LED taillights on the truck. I got a bearing cap. I got to stop and get a bearing cap to go on there. Fill it back full of grease. Just noticed that yesterday it was missing. Put some new LED taillights on here. Everything's all aired up. We'll try the Coyote out on this trip and see how it does. I got one little tip here for this truck. Didn't come with the tow package, so it don't have the plugs up here, but it did have the plug down here. So I went ahead and added a zip tie to hold the plug, because back in November, I hauled the Mercury Capri out to Wichita. My plug came unhooked from the truck and drug the ground, and it just wore the whole prong off the end of it, so I ended up getting a new one. And I had to splice it in there. But anyway, we're all set. Truck's ready to go, and we'll be heading to Dallas as soon as my brother Michael gets here. And I think my wife and my daughter's going to go with us, and we will get back to you when we get on the road. See you in a few minutes. All right, we're on the road headed to Texas. Me and old Mopar Michael over here. Got a couple tag-alongs in the back seat. We're gonna stop up here at this AutoZone. We gotta get a bearing cap for this trailer wheel. All right, we got our first pit stop. We just had to stop and strap up the doors. The door on that side don't have any bolts in the latch, so it was trying to come open. We got a bearing cap on the trailer. Oh, don't forget my strap. Glad I walked around here. I'd hate to lose that. Anyway, we got the door strapped up so it won't come open now. The wind was blowing it open since we're pulling the car backwards, and the back glass is out. So, but we're all set. Front end parts for the car. All right, let's get to Dallas. All right, we just made it to Texas. We're gonna head on down to Greenville. We're gonna get a hotel room down there, but we're all hooked up. We had to stop at this welcome center rest area. How much? 130 miles. We'll be to the hotel. Hotel's only about 45 minutes from the spot where the Coronet's going and where the Super B's at. We'll take a look at these LED taillights that I put on today. See how they look at night. They're good and bright. So far our truck's doing good. We're getting right at 14.8, 14.9 miles per gallon pulling the car. This truck's got 315 gears. It ain't really got a pulling gear, but it's doing good. It runs great. Anyway, we'll get in there, get to the hotel, get back with you in the morning. Alright, so we are 7:22 in the morning. We're here in Greenville, Texas, getting ready to head down here to the spot down here by Dallas. Take this Coronet, pick up his Super B. But ain't too bad yet. Super clear skies. I think it's gonna be 107 degrees today. We'll try to get this knocked out this morning so that we ain't got to be in too much of the sunlight before we head back home. Had plenty of parking back here. Far enough off the road nobody could see where we was at. So I wasn't too worried about somebody hooking up the trailer. But we are ready to get on the road. I think we're only about 45 miles away from where the car is located. So we'll get down here and get loaded up, or get unloaded and get loaded up, and we'll get you some video of the Super B. All right, we made it here down to Dallas. We got Bronson. Bronson's off the trailer. Got it on the ground. This man here has a 426 Hemi that he's going to be building for this car. He's got it took apart now, getting it to the shop. Going to get it built. It's a 66 model block. This is the 69 Super B we're picking up. It needs some rear deck work, and it needs a little bit of quarter panel work. It's got 8 3/4 391 Positrack in it. It was a factory 383 4-speed car. Floors are decent. It's got the Ram Charger. There's the vent. Got a Ram Charger Hood. It's got the Ram Charger breather still on it. Rally gauges. Tick-tock tack. Got a new package tray here. I just got to get the trunk stuff done and do some little bit of quarter panel work on it. I'm not going to build this car as a show car or nothing. I just want to get it back on the road and get it running. It does need some frame rails need some work, so this frame rail on this side, I'll probably replace that one, do a little patching on these other ones. But it's a 4-speed 383 69 Super B, and came to Texas to trade old Bronson for it. So a couple old Mopars. There's my brother Mopar Michael and the owner Steven. But we're getting ready to head back to Arkansas. See y'all when we get back. Alright, cruising through here in Dallas with Mopar Michael. And we have the Coronet gone, and the Super B is hot on our tail. Got all the paperwork to the car. Got the fender tag. The car is extremely well optioned. When we get home, I'll do add a little video there of what options this car came with. It's really nice what it's got. So it appears it's got somebody's been racing this car in the past, as it has traction bars and coil springs on top of the leaf springs to increase the traction bite. But we're all loaded up, headed back to the hotel, going to get a quick shower, and then we will be on the road back to Arkansas. And here's the I-30 Dragway. I think that's where old Mike Honcho likes to race at. The Street Car Chronicles. Mr. Ryan Wing. Maybe we can get candy cane down here next year with that 481 in there to do a little racing. It'd be pretty awesome. We'll see. We are back in Arkansas. We're down in, I'm not sure where we're at. We're in southern Arkansas. Not too far from Little Rock, actually. But we've made it back into the 90-degree weather. We're no longer in triple digits. It was like 108 in Dallas, and then it was 106 at Texarkana, and now it's back in the 90s here in Arkansas the further I get. I was looking at a few things about this car, and it does have traction bars under it. It gave me another set of 906 heads, set of high performance manifolds, and a 4-barrel intake, which I need all of that. I think I already said rally dash, TikTok tag. These bucket seats somebody threw in there. He said this car was originally a bucket or bench seat car. I guess that shifter is indicative of that, the shifter spot. But she's a Super B. Tail lights are in it. I'll get this trunk all fixed up. That won't be too bad. I don't think that tire's gonna make it. Yeah, it's got a little rod in it. We're gonna fix all that. Well, most of it we will. We'll get it dialed in. The important stuff's here though. Anyway, we're still on the road, heading up north. Let's get back to the house. All right, it's the next day. We made it home last night. We stopped and met with some relatives and stopped and ate and stuff, so we didn't get home till kind of late last night, but we did get the Super B home. I got to get this trailer unhooked. I got to go work tonight, so I'm thinking about moving Candy Cane over and parking the Super B up here beside the garage for now. I'm not going to unload it off the trailer until I get my next days off, which will be in about 4 days. But I think I'm going to move Candy Cane over here and back the Super B in right here for now. I want to get in the passenger side and check out some parts that he gave me with the car. I want to check out the intake manifold. I'm going to get it out and get it cleaned up, paint it up. More than likely I'll put that 4-barrel intake on my 383 because the 383 that came out of the Sport Fury is a 2-barrel engine. So it only has a 2-barrel manifold on it, but he said I've got a 4-barrel manifold down there, intake manifold, so I'm going to get it. And it looks like I've got the high performance exhaust manifolds or factory headers. Got a wooden steering wheel. That's pretty cool. Hadn't seen those in a long time. I got a wooden steering wheel and Candy Cane also. I have to make them kind of match, but we'll get it unloaded or get it backed up, and next week we'll get it unloaded. My 16-year-old daughter has expressed a lot of interest in this car. She wants to fix it up for her. I told her she'll have to learn how to drive a 4-speed because it's going to be a 4-speed car. So looks like maybe I'll be teaching her how to drive a stick shift in a 69 Dodge Super B. Be pretty cool. Not a lot of kids get that, but yep, it'll be an interesting project. I was looking over the VIN tag, all the stuff on the options for it, and it did say that it had the option air vents that went right here, simulated air vents. That's on the fender tag. So if it came with them, then I'm going to be looking for them to go back on here, because we will be painting it back the factory B5 blue, which, I mean, this car has been repainted at some time in its life. It's definitely, that color's not even right for B5. It doesn't look right to me. but a lot of work to do on it. Right now I want to look at getting the 383 that I have running and get a 4-speed transmission. I'm gonna try to get the car running and moving just like it is, and then I'll get the back glass area fixed. We'll fix all that, and then once I finish all the work up with candy cane that I'm doing, then maybe we'll get started on metal work. But for now, I just want to get the back glass area straightened up on this car and get the motor running and driving. But anyway, we did make it home, and we have a 69 Super B. I'll be going next week, get the title put in my name. Yeah, it's kind of rough. It's a lot more body work needs to be done on this than the Coronet, but this car has a lot of options, and it's a 4-speed car, so more interested in that. But anyway, that's all for this video. We had a good trip down to Texas. It was 108 degrees yesterday when we left Dallas, or as we was leaving Dallas. It was about 106 when we made it to the Arkansas state line. And then it was last night when we got home, it was in the 80s. So we did have a rain system move through here. I think it's gonna be back around 90 today, but not that bad. The humidity's a lot worse here. It wasn't that bad in Dallas. The air was a lot drier than here, but that sun was super hot. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And if you want to see updates on the Super B or the candy cane, then hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like thingy, as Bondo Billy says. Thumbs up, thumbs down, don't matter either way. You're watching. We'll see you on the next video. I'm Big Block 402, and I'm gone.